West Island, because of its prominent location in Buzzards Bay, is thought to have been visited by ancient explorers such as the Norsemen, even before Columbus discovered America in 1492. Its recorded history began on November 29, 1652, when Massasoit and his son Wamsutta sold the territory of Dartmouth, with all the rivers, creeks, meadows, necks, and islands, to a band of pilgrims which included John Cook. John Cook, the last survivor of the Mayflower, settled in Fairhaven, where his daughter Mercy Cook married Stephen West, the individual for whom West Island is named. The West family settled at Sconticut Neck and owned West Island for many years. Originally called West's Island and recorded as such on early maps, the island's name was modified by popular usage to West Island because it was much easier to pronounce. The island was used mainly for grazing of cattle, who would go over at low tide from Sconticut Neck to graze. On May 14, 1775, the first naval battle of the Revolution was fought off its shores, and it was reported that British warships landed parties at West Island. The British supposedly were interested in the sheep and cattle grazing on the island. The last member of the West family to own West Island was Captain Nehemiah West, a whaling captain who sold the island in 1880 to Anthony DaCosta, who was a farmer of the area. DaCosta sold the land to Horace S. Crowell of Marlborough. Crowell retained Captain John T. Bessie as caretaker of the island. Captain Bessie's house, the oldest house on the island, is still maintained as a residence on Causeway Road. At the turn of the century, and until 1946, West Island was much the same as it was when the Indians sold it. At one time, only 2 families were living on the island, raising vegetables and grazing cattle. A number of St. Louis, Missouri families owned the island from 1903 until 1946. In 1915, George McLean, whose wife's grandmother was born on West Island, was appointed caretaker. In 1930, the Fairhaven West Island Company was formed by one of those families to develop the island, but the Depression and World War II prevented any development of the island. In 1934, the U.S. government took possession of a 14-acre tract. That's the present location of the town beach, and erected a tower on that site. This portion of the island was owned by the federal government until May 2, 1966, when it was turned over to the town of Fairhaven. After World War II, the Fairhaven West Island Company sold West Island to the Fairhaven Estates Corporation, which announced on March 17, 1946, that a new $1 million development to be called Fairhaven Estates was to be built. A Standard Time headline on that date stated, "Legendary West Island scheduled soon to become habitat of gay summer colonists," and reported, "Soon the quiet of this little island will be a thing of the past." The planned development of the island proceeded slowly after 1946, with Fairhaven Estates selling off parcels of land for summer cottages on the west side of the island. During the 1950s, summer residents began converting their cottages to year-round residences. Until today, there are many year-round residents. Along with permanent residences have come water and sewage problems, and a desire from some of the residents for better roads and more town services. The biggest threat to the island is the proposed development of the east side of West Island, which is one of the few remaining spots on the northeast coast that remains as it was from earliest times. The natural beauty, ecological systems, and a variety of birds and marine life make the east side of West Island a site that should be retained in its natural state for all generations to come. If you would like to help save West Island, then join today by sending your donation to Save West Island, Box 757, Fairhaven, Massachusetts, 02719. Annual membership dues are $10. and you will receive a membership card, button, and bumper sticker. Help save West Island today.
Hi, I'm Freddie the Fiddler Crab asking you salty sea dogs and landlubbers to help save my home. Now you can do that by sending your donations to Save West Island, Box 757, Fairhaven, Massachusetts, 02719. Annual membership dues are $10 and you'll receive a membership card, a button, and a bumper sticker. Please, won't you help me save my home?